Is Chime safe? That is the exact question you need to be asking yourself right now. If you are approaching retirement, or if you are already there, you cannot afford to take risks with your nest egg. Every single dollar represents your hard work, your security, and your peace of mind. But everywhere you look online, younger people are talking about this app called Chime. They love it because it has no monthly fees, no minimum balances, and it's entirely on your phone. But when you look closer, you notice something that might make your stomach drop. Chime does not have a single physical branch. There is no brick-and-mortar building you can walk into. There is no teller you can speak to face if something goes wrong. And that triggers a very real, very justified fear. You wonder, if I put my retirement money into this digital app and the app suddenly disappears or my account gets locked, where is my money? Is it just gone into the digital ether? Is Chime a real bank, or is it a disaster waiting to happen for someone on a fixed income? Let's strip away all the marketing hype and look at the absolute truth. The first thing you must understand, and this is a fact that trips up almost everyone, is that Chime is not a bank. Let me repeat that. Chime is fundamentally not a bank. It is a financial technology company. Now, does that mean it's a scam? Absolutely not. But it means they do things differently. When you open an account with Chime, your actual money does not sit with Chime. Instead, Chime partners with real, traditional, heavily regulated institutions, specifically the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank. Wise.com+2. This brings us to the ultimate question that matters most to your financial survival. What happens if Chime goes out of business tomorrow? If Chime shuts down its app, do you lose everything? The answer lies in federal protection. Because Chime routes your money to its partner banks, your deposits are fully covered by FDIC insurance up to $250,000. That is the exact same federal government backing that protects money sitting in Chase, Bank of America, or your local hometown bank. If Chime fails, the underlying bank still holds your money, and the federal government guarantees you get it back. So from a pure, will the institution collapse and steal my money standpoint, yes, your money carries the gold standard of federal deposit protection. www.bossmoney.com+1. But let's talk about the real risk, because safety isn't just about bank failures. Safety is about access. And this is where the real fear comes in for seniors. What happens if you wake up, try to log into the app to pay your electric bill or buy groceries, and you see a message saying your account is suspended or locked? This is not a hypothetical scenario. Regulatory bodies, including the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, have actually penalized Chime in recent years because when they closed or locked accounts due to suspicious activity flags, it took them far too long, sometimes months, to return the remaining balances to consumers. If you are 22 years old and working a side hustle, a locked account is an annoyance. If you are 65 years old and relying on that money for your prescription medication and housing, a locked account is a catastrophic crisis. Because Chime relies entirely on automated fraud algorithms, if an unusual transaction triggers a red flag, an automated system might freeze your account instantly. And because there is no branch to walk into with your driver's license and social security card to prove who you are to a live human being, resolving that freeze means waiting on phone support and uploading documents through a screen. For a retiree, that lack of immediate control is a massive vulnerability. Wise.com+1. We also have to look at the threat of scams, which specifically target older Americans. Chime has built-in security features like two-factor authentication, passkeys, and the ability to instantly lock your debit card from your phone if it gets lost or stolen. It also features Visa's zero liability policy, meaning if someone steals your card and goes on a shopping spree, you aren't held responsible for those fraudulent charges as long as you report it immediately. But here is the catch: those protections only apply to unauthorized transactions. They do not protect you if you are tricked into sending the money yourself. Scammers love digital apps because transactions are instantaneous. If someone calls you pretending to be from the IRS or claiming your grandchild is in trouble, and they convince you to send money via the app, Chime's security cannot save you. Once you hit send, that cash is gone instantly from your digital account, and because there is no physical manager to intervene or spot the red flags before you hand over the money, you are completely exposed. www.chime.com+1. So, how do you take action with this information? What is the right move for you? If you love the idea of no fees, or if you want to use their high-yield savings features, you can use Chime, but you must do it smartly and defensively. Your actionable takeaway is the rule of financial diversification. Never put all your eggs in one digital basket. If you want to use Chime, do not make it your primary income repository. Do not have your entire Social Security check or your monthly pension direct deposited solely into an online-only app. Instead, maintain a primary checking account at a traditional, local brick-and-mortar bank or credit union where you can walk in and speak to a branch manager if a crisis occurs. Keep your essential living expenses there. Then, if you want to take advantage of Chime's fee-free structure or digital tools, transfer over only a portion of your discretionary spending money. Money that you could afford to have temporarily inaccessible for a week or two if an automated fraud system accidentally locks your account. Chime is a legitimate, federally insured platform that is safe from institutional collapse. But true safety in retirement means knowing you have instant access to your funds every single day. Protect yourself by keeping one foot firmly planted in a traditional bank with a physical door, so you are never left at the mercy of a smartphone app.